Hey everyone, it's Deanna from Deanna Scraps. I wanted to come to you with a video to show you my progress on December Daily. And I have to be very honest and upfront, I have been kind of having a sad start to the December, so I'm already behind. But I know it won't take me long to get caught up. I just need to get back into the swing of things. So I wanted to share with you guys where I'm at, and my hope is that I can do a little bit of prep work ahead of time and then actually do some process video on top of this. So the reason why I'm kind of sad is because, well, I'm not kind of sad, I'm really sad. My beagle that if you've seen my videos before, you've probably seen me scrapbook her quite a bit. Her name was Annabelle. She passed away a week ago, and she, you know, she's like a child to me, like she's my baby. So this is really hard for me, and this December I think is going to be a really tough one for me to scrapbook. But I don't want to let the month go by and just give up. I feel like I need to scrapbook it because, or scrapbook the month, because this is really truly something that, you know, it's life and this is what we go through. I did in my manifesto, which some of you know already, I do the Journal Your Christmas by Shamel. And a lot of times what I do is I try to mix it up throughout the month, where I'll do some of the prompts and some of my own just based on, you know, something I did that day or just something I want to scrapbook. So far this year, I think what the plan is I'm just going to stick with the prompts as much as I can, just because I'm not really doing a whole lot right now. And so I need topics to talk about. So it's just kind of helping to push me along. So the first one is what she calls a manifesto, and I don't want to get too into what the class is just because, you know, it's a paid content, but what I do, or what I did this year was just kind of talk about what I'm going through. So I talked about this December being one of the toughest ones to try and find moments of joy. I'm going to be missing Annabelle. So my best intentions for the month is just to not give up or give in. Even though I'm sad, I'm going to try to find happiness in each day. So, and I just decorated this up, and I am using, my first video went into details about what kits I'm using or what supplies I'm using, and this year I decided to purchase 2 kits instead of 1 kit and then a whole bunch of other supplies to add to it. So I have the Scraptastic Stocking Stuffer Kit and the Hip Kit December Documented, I believe is what it's called. So it's a mixture. They go really well together, so it was just perfect. So then the second one, I'm talking about just different things that I'm seeing that are, you know, giving me signs of the holidays. And really, there hasn't been a lot. We had a couple of snow days, but for the most part, only one of them really, well, 2 of them amounted to something, but the first one was actually on Thanksgiving Day. And so this is just a picture of the snow that we had that day. It was just a small amount. I don't even know if we had an inch that day. And then actually on last Monday, which was the day that Annabelle passed away, we had a big amount of snow. I'm not even sure how many inches we ended up getting, but it was a big chunk of snow. But because I didn't go outside that day, I stayed home from work. I worked from home, and so I didn't even take any pictures that day. But regardless, I had this one picture, and then I was able to talk about that we did have a bigger snowfall, you know, but I just didn't take any pictures. So, and I'm using the numbers that I got ready prior to December starting, and I'm really liking them. The only thing that I'm not sure how it's going to work through the whole album is that they are really big compared to a 3x4, but I mean, like, this looks good. I mean, I like it, so it works fine for me. And I don't mind the mixture of gold and silver. I think it looks really good, especially when it comes to December. You see that anyways all over the place, but I don't know. I'm just noticing now I'm mixing them and it doesn't, I didn't even think about it when I was doing it. Okay, so here's kind of where I left off. I actually did this part tonight. I started on day 3 and I prepped the cards and then I did some journaling. But I need to decorate it more and I need to label this. And then I also have where I started just picking the cards for this one for day 4. And that's where I'm at. So the plan is now I want to try to finish these 2 pages tonight. And I'm going to record what I do. I'll probably do it in little blocks where I just kind of do it and then just talk through what I did. Just because I think it's going to be really tough for me to do a lot of voiceovers and stuff right now till I get kind of back into the swing of things. So thanks for watching, and I'm sure I'll be right back with some updates. Okay, I'm going to start out finishing up with day 3, and I'm going to work on this card first. I have this little die cut, which I think looks cute there. And then on this, and I hope the lighting isn't horrible, especially when it hits these gold stickers, but I'm just going to use the word presents on here, and I'm going to add it right there, and then just put the present kind of right there. I hope you guys can see this. I never know how well you can see it when I'm not zoomed in. And let's see, maybe I really like these stars. I wonder if I should put, maybe I'll use the stars. I can try to use it. Oh, they just come right off of my fingers. Ugh, those ones that are flipped over are stuck on the paper or plastic. Maybe there. I'm gonna see if I can get, there's some that just kind of got stuck on the plastic, like it flipped on the sticker sheet. Oh, I hope that's not loud. I got one of them off there. Enough for now. And I think I'll put him here. Yeah. So, I mean, I could put, more stars, but I think that's enough. So there's that card. Then this is my journal card, and the only thing I really want to do here is, I love this washi tape, you guys. I'm going to put, oh, I want to do the gold first. So do that. Put this on top of here. And then, I'm not sure if I have something small that can go down there. I could do another present. I swear I saw one. These are nice die cuts. Oh, that's going to cover up the journaling. That doesn't go with the red anyways. Oh, I thought I saw one. It was a different color. Here we go. How about that blue? Does that kind of clash? Kind of clashes, doesn't it? I think it clashes. If I just did this Christmas wishes over this, kind of at an angle so you could see both. I like that. I gotta make decisions or I will just keep looking and playing. So do that, and then maybe add this here. I'm so tempted to go back to those gold stars, but I don't think I want to overdo it with those. I think I'm going to leave it like this for now. And then if in the end I find that I want to do something more with it, I will. But for now, so this will be here, and this will be here. It's not, you know, hugely decorated, but this one's got plenty on it. I could have even found another one of those silver stars and put it somewhere, but I think this is good. So I'm going to go ahead and plan this side and be back. Okay, I am back. So what I did was I just did journaling and decided what I was going to do with this card. This card here is like a wood veneer card, 3x4 card that I got in a stocking stuffer kit last year from Scraptastic. So I had some extras like this that I really wanted to use, so I pulled a couple of those out for this year. So what I did was I used one of these cards that says making a list, and I just listed out anything that I think would help me be happy this December. And this is a prompt that I use every year, and pretty much a lot of this, many of the same prompts end up, or not prompts, but many of the same items end up on my list for this part. And the biggest one is make my cards early, putting up a tree, and to start shopping early and wrapping presents early, and then doing fun things with family. So that could be playing games, reading books, making cookies, whatever it is we decide to do, but just spending some time with family. So that would be especially like my son and my boyfriend Brian, my nieces and my brothers. We always try to do like Christmas Eve we spend together as a family. And then Brian and I usually have time off in December, like a week off. It's not always on Christmas week, but we try to do a lot of fun things during that time. So those are kind of always my goals. And then I just kind of did like a general summary on this one that, you know, I just like to really see smiles on people's faces and have fun and, you know, do things like crafting and looking at all the pretty lights in the snow and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to change what this says here just because this says Merry and Bright and this says Merry Everything. All I'm going to do, or all the plan is anyways, is to take this strip that came in the one of the die cut packs. And I'm just like, oh, it was by Pink Fresh Studio. So one of the Pink Fresh die cut packs that came with all these dies. And it just says, it's the most wonderful time of the year. I'm going to snip it so that it fits and just cover up what that says. So these two I'll probably leave pretty much plain. And I need a scissor. Oh, it's over here. So again, I'm going to try to move this closer. So I'm going to I could do It's the Most, but then Wonderful Time of the Year is too big. So I'm going to just do It's the Most Wonderful. and then time of the year. And I'm going to use the dot runner and just make sure this gets covered. Hopefully you're seeing that. It's not going to be perfect, but it will be good enough. Oh, I suppose I could just bring that up and it covers it a little bit better. Move this over. I like to use my tweezer for a couple reasons. Number one, my nails drive me crazy. But the biggest reason is so I can kind of see, so my hands aren't in the way. I can see where I'm putting things. So for now, well, I'm going to go back to those gold stars. I'm going to add a couple. One there, and then one here, maybe. Maybe one there, and then I'll do a couple. Let's see, there's green and blue on all of these. I'll just do this green one there. No, that's good. And then this one I'm kind of excited about because I'm gonna this card's gonna be Plan for Happiness. And what's interesting is that, or what works out perfect is that the number of the day is 4. So I'm okay, that's gonna work. I'm going to, because either way you do it, Plan Happiness or Plan for Happiness, it works. So no matter how you read it, it'll work. And I'm going to do Plan in these bigger, well, they're not huge, but they're these plastic letters by Fancy Pants. Black Puffy Alpha stickers. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of cute because it has like little sayings at the bottom. Happy Holidays, Wish and Season. I have them in black and in red. So I'm not exactly sure how this is going to fit on here, and I don't have my wax paper, so I'm going to kind of prep myself a little bit. So if you've watched my videos before, there have been a few of them that my Beagle Annabelle, she was the one that snored on them, and she snored so loud that you could hear it, and it would be really funny because I would do a voiceover and not even realize or, you know, think about the fact that she was snoring. And I would go to watch the voice, or yeah, listen to the, or watch the video after the voiceover, and I would just be like, oh my gosh, you can totally hear her snoring. And it's funny because that was one of the first things I thought of today when I was getting ready to do a video. I was like, oh, I guess we'll never hear her snoring in videos anymore. I know, I'm just going to be terrible, aren't I? I'm going to talk about Annabelle all the time. I can't help it, though. She's my baby. So I'm going to use this just because I don't have my wax paper. And look at me. I started to write Annabelle just because I was thinking about Annabelle. I almost grabbed the two ends. Okay, moving on. So we're gonna do the word happiness. Plan for happiness. I'm not always a fan of doing this on the plastic like this because I've had them get stuck before and rip, but it doesn't happen that often, so it should be fine. I have seen a ton of videos lately where people are sharing their December daily, which I think is really cool. I've tried to watch a few of them, but I haven't been in my scrap room much lately, and I am really getting behind on videos. I love watching YouTube videos, and I have certain people, which is kind of a good big handful of people, that I really like to watch their videos, and so I'll put them in my watch later list. And I have been up to like 500 videos, and I'll have weekends where I will literally just scrap and watch videos the whole weekend, and I get down on them, but right now it's really bad. I think I'm in like the 600s. And I do watch them. It's not like they're just sitting there hanging out. I do watch them. I just, there's so many people out there now that are doing videos that I love to watch them, and I love to support them. So I have so many that I need to watch. Alright, so I'm really happy with the way that card turned out because, like I said, plan and happiness. So plan happiness and plan for happiness. It works out perfect. So I love that. So this one will look like this. And I know it's not a ton of, I gotta back this up. It's not a ton of decorating, but that's okay, because with pocket pages and stuff, there's always so much going on that it just always looks very busy. So that puts me at day 4, and I think what I'll do tonight then is prep my next few days, and I will do another video at in a couple days with where I'm at there. And there's one thing I wanted to say. Earlier I mentioned about being behind. The only reason why I feel like I'm behind this year is because I my plan was to blog my process and do some videos, and I just feel like this first week has been really difficult, and so I haven't been doing that. There has never been a year that I've done December daily where I have been, you know, doing the day on the day. So I'm not really behind. I just feel like I wasn't doing what I was set out to do. So I don't want anybody to think that, you know, I feel like that I'm behind, or that anyone is behind if they're not actually doing it on the day. In fact, I think it is much more important to, you know, experience the memories and do those things and scrap it later. So I just wanted to comment on that because I know that I did say that earlier, and it's not really what I meant. I just feel like I'm falling behind on what I was planning to do. But I'm going to get caught up and get some videos out there and update my blog. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you next time.